G'day guys, Sean Savage here from Streaker Marine. We've got some of our favourite boats here. It's the new Hornet Pros from Quintrex, and the two most popular models we've been selling are the 450 and the 481. So we're going to have a quick walk through and look at the difference between the 450 and 481 and why one boat might suit you just a little bit more than the next. So being a Yamaha dealer, we love our Yamaha 4-strokes. This one's got the maximum horsepower for the 450, which is the 90 horsepower. And starting from the transom, one thing that the Hornets are very well known for is access. First place we have is a giant storage compartment here that can be used for however you like. In the center of the Hornet Pros, we have a 70-litre roto-molded live bait tank. And then to the starboard side, that's typically where we'll find our primer balls, batteries, isolation switches, and everything for the house of the boat. So it's very easy to access from outside of the boat if you need to, or from the inside. As we come over to the dash, I feel like we've really got these right these days. The one thing that the Hornets do is they come with a hydraulic steering as standard, which is great. We've been packaging both of these boats up with Garmin electronics. The 450 here has a 10-inch 8410 with a 12 at the front, and once we get to the 481, he's fitted the 12-inch there with a 12 at the front as well. We have our custom switches here. So we custom make those, and we put the accurate information on the switch so you know exactly what you're pushing, i.e. deck lights, cockpit lights. It's very, very simple. The new Yamaha touchscreen 5-inch gauge, the Fusion stereo, nice little plaque there. It's something that we customize here at Streaker Marine. And we also have got a concealed control box. So we don't have that big assembly control box down there. We go the upmarket one, so it's nice and concealed, and your ignition is on the dash. As we take a few steps forward, again, these boats are all about space. So we have twin lithium batteries at the front here, a 24-volt 110 amp hour on one side and a 12-volt 220 amp hour on the other side. This one's been fitted out with the Garmin Panoptics, which we're very good at now. We've got the GFab pole there at the front there, and we've got the wiring down on those. We've got the 12-inch 8410 on the GFab telescopic pole, and then on the other side here we've got the big Garmin Force. So it's a very well laid out package. They're a very easy boat to use, and they're a great performer. It doesn't matter if you're at the front of the boat, the back of the boat, the stability is very, very good. They're nice and deep in the center of the boat, so they're nice and safe, but they ride really well. And they've got a great casting platform at the front. Once we walk our way over to the port side of the boat, we do have our rod locker, which is a 7.5-foot rod locker. So this is something to take into consideration when you're looking at your new Hornets. This is a 7.5 foot. It's got great access to come in, and it's got a big rod tip area at the front here. So you put your rods in, and then you've got your rod savers on the side. Now, as we walk over to the 481, we get three big advantages. The first advantage is more horsepower. So as we go from the 90 to the 115, we go from a 7.5-foot rod locker to a 8-foot rod locker, which might make all the difference, especially for you cod fishermen out there. And it is a bigger area to get the tips of the rods in. Forward, where the rod saver is exactly the same. And then where the spaces between the two boats is this area right here. So forward off the front casting platform to the console, that's where you'll find the difference in the space. As we work our way forward on this one, we have the Panoptics again. We have an 8412 and we have the Garmin Force. We're finding people want the best of the best when it comes to electronics these days. We do fit all different brands, but Garmin's got a great following because they're a fantastic product and they're very, very easy to use. The difference again in this one is he's also upgraded to a 12-inch screen on the console rather than the 10. Otherwise it looks very, very similar. It's got the customized plaque, touchscreen, Fusion stereo, the custom light switches, the concealed control box, hydraulic steering, and the bigger dash. So we like to pride ourselves on our Hornets and our custom fit outs. We have one particular guy at work that does all our custom work on our Hornets. He knows them back to front, and this is what we focus on. We're into that high-end Quintrex models with custom switches and the custom electronics, and we know exactly what we're doing. So if you would like a little bit more help or a quote, we'd love to help out at Streaker Marine, which is in Melbourne, Victoria. Thanks for watching.